Welcome to the second Facebook Live, Mojo Monday, or Mojo Monday, however you want to pronounce that. I've got a new card sketch. I found a new source for card sketches, actually, instead of the actual Mojo Monday. I found some other Sunday sketches, I think they're called. So we will use some of those for a while. So this morning we are using or I am using the Dandy Garden suite. This is a beautiful suite in our new occasions catalog. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, private message me or contact me. And if you go to ericaedney.com, you can get some other contact information there. And I would be happy to get you a catalog because there are some absolutely gorgeous things in this new catalog. I'm tired of winter. I'm sure you're tired of winter. It's very dull still outside. It was absolutely pouring with rain this morning. So it's just nice to see and to work with new products. We've got lots of spring things and just bright colors and subtle colors and just beautiful stuff. So this suite has a lot of things that you can use to coordinate all of your projects with. There's actually a couple of different stamp sets. So there is two stamp sets. There's the Garden Wishes bundle, and then there's the Dragonfly Garden bundle, and I have both. So here is the Dragonfly Garden. It's got dragonflies, of course, and some beautiful floral images and some shadowing here so that you can put some shadowing onto your wings. Thank you for your kindness, for a true friend. You are an inspiration. May good things grow all year long. And this comes coordinating with a dragonfly punch. So you can punch out a large and a small dragonfly. And these dragonflies, the punch, coordinates with the designer series paper. So you can actually punch out some of the dragonflies on the paper. This is the paper. Now, I wasn't too sure about this paper in the beginning because a lot of it is, I don't know, quite dark. But after a while, I looked and I thought, you know what? The papers are great. It's just nice to do something different. So they're not all dark, of course, but I'll just sort of flip through. You see the mossy meadow with the bumblebee. And then look at that. It's just a flurry of little dragonflies amongst the flowers. And then you've got this beautiful paper here. And you've got some solid colors, and look at all these cute little bumblebees, and you've got some other colors in here. Look at these punch out. You can punch these, keep calling them butterflies, dragonflies out with the punch. And yeah, so look at that, just beautiful papers. And of course it's double-sided, so if I just flip it over, let's get rid of that sheet. If I flip it over, this is some of the beautiful background. These make fantastic backgrounds on your cards. Look at these. They're just gorgeous. Okay, so a lot of our in colors are in here. And yeah, so I'm quite pleased. And I've seen lots of cards already made with this. And so I'm quite pleased with the paper pack, to be honest with you. At first I wasn't, but now I am. And then this is the second stamp set that you can get called Garden Wishes. And I absolutely love these. I'm going to call them dandelions. I don't think they are dandelions. This might be a dandelion. I'm not quite sure what these are. The leaves certainly look like dandelions. And there's a little bumblebee there, you see. And then this comes with a set of dies. Okay, so I'll open these up and show you the dies in here. So one stamp set has a punch and one has dies. So here are all of the dies. So you can cut out Look at this one. This is just spectacular. And then some tall grass. And look at these leaves here. So there's some more grass. The little bumblebee you can cut out. You can do an impression of bumblebee trails. And lots of fun stuff in there. Okay. So that's that. We're not going to use the dies today. We're going to use the actual punch today. So let me set that aside. And we're not really using this stamp set today, but I just wanted to show that to you. And then what else you get in here, you can purchase, of course, Memories and More cards. A lot of people love the Memories and More cards because it's a quick way to put a card together. You just pick out a card out of here and put it on a card base. And there's also some matching envelopes and card bases, which is really cool. And then, of course, here's the DSP. There are these adorable little ladybugs. These are very, very sweet. So even if you do like bags and a gift tag, you can put one of these cute little, if I can get it open. Oh, I always do it upside down. Look at these little ladybugs. See if I can put one on my finger and you can see. Isn't that sweet? Little ladybug. That would look so cute on a tag and on your cards. And you can just use glue dots for that. I think we'll use one of those today. Then there's this beautiful, where is it? I have it here somewhere. There's this beautiful thread. Here it is. This is the Mossy Meadow. And it's kind of like a linen, but it's braided. It's actually braided, so if it's braided, you can always fray the edges here. See, you can fray the edges. Okay, so there's that braided thread or string. It's not really ribbon, I guess. I don't know what they call it. Oh, it's hemp. It's made out of hemp, 100% hemp. Okay. Linen trim is what they're, braided linen trim. There you go. There's the right name. Okay, and then there are also, it's hard to see in the catalog, but these are laser cut sheets of paper. I didn't get that yet, and I should, because you can sponge these or you can spritz them, and they're really, really cool. So they're laser cut, and so you can lay them on the card base to give another background option. So just some fantastic stuff in that suite. And then if you turn the page, there's lots of examples. Look at all of the different examples that they give you here. And they show you how you can punch out the dragonfly. And then here's that other stamp set, the Garden Wishes bundle. Now, when you're browsing through the catalog, make sure you look for the bundle. It's quite small. I wish it was bigger just to make you pay attention. And I've even made that mistake where I've said, oh, I love this. And then I buy just the stamp set and forget about that it comes combined, because when you buy the bundle, the two together, the stamp set and the dies, or the stamp set and the punch, you get 10% off. So here is the bundle here, okay, for the dragonfly. So when you're going through the catalog, you might want to highlight those bundles. Just really have a good look on the page and highlight those to make sure you don't miss the savings. But here's a tag. Look at that. Isn't that pretty with the little ladybugs on there? So just a beautiful garden set for any of your friends or family that love garden, but these make fabulous birthday cards and friendship cards. Okay, all right, let's get started with this sketch. All right, so I am actually starting with, let me show you the sketch. Here's the sketch, and I posted this yesterday. I'm starting with a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, and I decided to use the bumblebee color. And I'm going to do a landscape tent fold, so it stands up like this. And I thought the background needed some embossing, so I decided to pull out my Tasteful Texture embossing folder. This is in the annual catalog. It just gives it a nice bit of texture on there, almost like a tweedy texture. Okay, and then let's start putting our pieces together. Now, I haven't totally cut my pieces yet because I wanted to bring in maybe a backing or another layer. So basically you have the card base and then you have a strip of DSP. So I've cut this. This is going to be 1.5 by 5.5, but our DSP is 6 by 6. So I've cut this 1.5 by 6, and I'm going to trim it after I put it on the card. I often, when I use pieces of DSP, I don't like it to cut it to size because sometimes it's a microscopic bit too short. So then you get a little bit of an edge here. So I just like to cut it a little bit longer so I can get it on the card, even go like this, adhere it on the card like this, and then trim it, okay? And then you get beautiful edges. All right, so we've got that piece along the bottom. And then I thought this 2 by 3, I haven't cut yet, but I thought I would do this paper here, 2 by 3. Actually, I might pull in the smaller butterfly piece. So this is the piece I already cut, and there is this color on the back, the bumblebee, but maybe I'll change my mind about my color. When you're cutting a small piece, sometimes just a smaller print is a little bit better. So I might trim this one instead of this one. Keep this one so I can do that for something else. Okay. And then I thought it didn't look, I don't know, I didn't like it pattern on pattern directly. So I'm going to back it with this, one of the other colors, Blackberry Bliss. Okay. So I'm just going to pull out my small little trimmer here. And this DSP, I'm going to cut it to 2 by 3. That's on the sketch. And then I will, so 2 by 3. And then I will cut this piece to be 2 1/8 by 3 1/8. So 2 1/8 by 3 1/8. Okay. And I'm just going to back that onto there, and I think it will just give it a little bit of separation from that other pattern paper. All right, so I can start to assemble this. Here's my silicone mat. And I'm going to put some of my tape on here. So what I will do is I'm going to, so it leaves just a bit of a border at the bottom. So let's do this like so. Okay, and now what I'll do is open up the card, and I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to always go from the back, and I'm just going to snip this off. And snip this off here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to pause here for a second. Again, I'm not seeing any comments come through, so I'm not sure if anybody's there or not. Again, I don't know what's going on. Last time it happened, people were commenting like crazy. I'm here, I'm here. Why can't you see me? So I'm just going to pull up my other phone here and see if I can see it on there. All right, so there I've glued that on. Look how nice that looks. That this is one of our new in color blues. Let me just double check what color it is. Can't remember. Oh yeah, Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight is what it's called. Okay. So, okay, I'm done with the DSP. Now I've got this little piece here. Now, if I want to add trim to this, it doesn't call for trim, but you can do whatever you want. I might use some of that trim on here. And I'm definitely going to do a dragonfly. So I'm going to put my elements out first. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this on top of this piece here. Yeah, look at that. I'm seeing 4 comments on my phone. There you are. Oh my gosh. Now, why is it not working on my iPad here? So good morning, Barbara. Oh, hang on. And Lynn is here. Hang on. I got to turn down my volume. There you are. Oh my gosh. Now, why is it not working on my iPad here? So good morning, Barbara. Oh, hang on. Okay. So I have to figure it out. So I'm looking on my iPhone. Here's my iPhone, and I see you. Lynn and Barbara's here. Good morning, ladies. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it's not working on here. I have to figure that out. Don't know why. Okay, you're here. So happy I'm not crafting by myself this morning. Oh my gosh, now they're coming in on my iPad. What is going on here? Barbara, DSP reminds you of the prairies. Yes, yes. Yeah, lots of fields, lots of lots of fields, lots of flowers. Is it the flowers in particular that reminds you of the prairies, or maybe some of the colors? You know, when the sun is at different angles in the sky, it changes the landscape. Changes the colors. Sometimes it's hard to line up these narrow little borders, eh? All right, so there's my piece, my 2x3 piece. So I just made the Blackberry Bliss 1/8 of an inch larger. And I might do some of this thread around here, maybe tie a bow. And I'll put this up on dimensionals. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on both sides here so I can stick down my thread. Whoa. Pull this forward like that. I'm so glad you were able to join me this morning. Okay, let's grab some dimensionals. Whoops, I just dropped something on the ground. I'm going to use up some bits of scrap that I've got here. I use every little bit of my dimensional package. So how is everyone? I was listening to CBC this morning, the news, and it's just awful what is happening with COVID. Just as you think there's a light at the end of the tunnel because the vaccines are coming out, they're not going to get here. We're not going to be vaccinated before way more people get sick and even die. The numbers are just astounding in Ontario and Quebec right now. They're doing dire warnings now. And I'm sure this is as a result of people gathering over Christmas when they weren't supposed to. It's just tragic. And the hospitals, they're just freaking out because they are nearing capacity. And when hospitals in Quebec, because that's a large province, and Ontario, when they near capacity, you know it's pretty bad. They're just running out of beds. So there will be people on the street in their beds or no beds. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, all I can say is that I am happy that I have found Stampin' Up. I am happy that I can craft online with you guys and keep you crafting, because that is totally my sanity, is by crafting. And I'm trying to inspire new people to get on board, because it is truly, it keeps your mind off other things. It's creative. You're working with color, which is so healthy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my little, oh, there it is. It's just the best. So for those of you who craft already, you know that, don't you? You know that it is the best. Okay, so let's stick my little bow on here. I love little bows. Okay, now let's concentrate on maybe doing some dragonflies. So let me see. Here's my punch. Let's move this DSP out of the way. These are scraps. I don't know if I'm going to use that again. Like punch out a butterfly with that maybe. Okay, let me see. Where's my stamp set? Here we go. Butterfly. So, not butterflies, Erica. Oh, see? Look at this. I already pre-punched. This is another smart thing to do. When you're working with a stamp set, think about future projects. And so if you're die cutting and you've got the dies out, and you've got your machine out, or you've got your punches out and your paper out, go ahead and die cut or punch. Oh, they're all stuck to this stamp here. Go ahead and punch or die cut more. And then I just keep them with the stamp set, and this is not a good solution. Our new cling stamps are as clingy as can be. I might have to tape it to here to hold it down. Let's see, I've got tape here. Oh, I need to start sipping on my coffee here. That's open there. Okay, I'm just going to tape this down and hopefully hold it in place so it doesn't flop around. And then I can easily take that off. Okay, so I'm going to grab, see, look, you can even punch out. This is one of the tiny dragonflies that you can punch out. So let's see. We might do one flying. Okay, I got to think about my greeting. Where's my sketch? So there's a little flagged greeting here. I might use a bit more of this Blackberry Bliss. Let's just flag this. I think I've got some glue on my scissors. Where's my light? So, did you ladies send out some handmade Christmas cards this year? I did. I sent out Christmas cards to all my customers, and I sent out Christmas cards. I sent a Christmas card to the armed forces for someone, and I sent Christmas cards to some people in retirement home. I just wanted to brighten up people's Christmas, seeing as a lot of people couldn't see their family or friends. And I had so much fun making them. Okay, I'm hoping this fits on here. You are an inspiration. I'm going to send this card to my sweet sister. She now lives in the Halifax area. And she took on a craft. As much as I was trying to get her into Stampin' Up! And card making, I'm going to stamp that again. That's not dark enough. Now, often when you use brand new stamps, I'm going to digress here a bit. When you use new stamps, it's good to ink them up and stamp them several times, okay? Just to sort of condition the stamp. See, that's better. This is a very fine print. I'm going to hold that down to get the ink to bleed into the paper. That's better. What was I saying? Okay, so my sister, I don't know, she said working with paper just wasn't her thing. So what she embarked on, she just watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and she embarked on refinishing furniture using the chalk paint method. And she has gone crazy. She just drove around with her spouse on the weekends, picking up old pieces of furniture. And believe me, she said, there is tons of old stuff in her area where she lives. She kind of lives out in a place called Beaver Bank. And it's a lot of acreage and farmland. So she was able to pick up lots of different pieces of old furniture and finish them. And she has done an amazing job. Now, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to put some tape on here. And I'm going to tuck it under straight. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to, you know, I got to do that again. Turn it over. And so she's been using these chalk paints, and then she's been doing some, what are they called? Well, image transfers. And I guess you stick it on the furniture and then you coat it with maybe some varnishes or something. And she's been using patinas to give it some special sort of metallic hues and stuff. Oh, I'm so proud of her. And she has been learning about repairing furniture, and absolutely amazing. And then she's been buying a little bit of hardware to change up the knobs and stuff. And so she is an inspiration for doing that, that's for sure. She works full time, but when they first went to Halifax, she took some time off just to get their house set up, and they needed to repaint the whole inside of the house. And so she did that to start with, and then as she was looking for a job, she decided to start this. She had done a little bit while she was living in Vancouver. She had started there with just simple chalk painting, nothing fancy, and then she started to really get into it when she moved there. I'm really thrilled for her because she loves it too, absolutely loves it. And she sold a few pieces, which is great. I have a few pieces here. So just like I've been trying to encourage her to do card making, she's been trying to encourage me to pick up a can of chalk paint, because I have an old desk upstairs that I would like to refinish. And then I have an old antique dresser, Victorian dresser, that I'd like to redo. Okay, I think I'm going to put these on dimensionals here. Where's my time? Oh, we've got time. Okay, I'm just going to cut this piece out. Stick this on. Okay. And let's just put this, let's see. Kind of wanted to do it. Oh, there we go. Tuck it under there and put it on an angle. Okay. All right, let's figure out where we're going to do this butterfly. I don't know if I like that orange one on the yellow. Let's pull out another one. Here's a really nice green one in here. There's some little ones here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another tip. I mean, when you punch this out of the DSP, it's kind of flimsy. So what you can do is take your punch and, oh my gosh, did I keep paper here? Well, I've got some hard paper in the back here. This is thick whisper white. So I'm going to punch out two more pieces here. Okay. So you can give your dragonfly a bit of durability, I guess is the word. That's not that ink I want. Where's my Tombow? Here we go. So let's coming out a lot. That's why I wear my ratty old jeans when I'm crafting. I just wipe my hands on them. Okay. So he needs to be on dimensionals too. Lift him up a bit. Okay. All right. Stick him on like that. And because I want to use them and show you these little ladybugs, let's put a little ladybug on here somewhere. We could also do, maybe we should do a little dragonfly. Here's a cute little yellow one. Do I have any other colors? I don't think I need, oh, here we go. Yeah, so I think it's smart to cut out a bunch, because then when you're designing, you've got some options, right? Oh, I like him right there. Let's just stick him on with a little bit of glue here. I think I've got too much glue on here. Hang on, ladies. I'll stick him right here. Okay, and then let's take out a little ladybug. And let's take out a glue dot. And let's put the ladybug in here somewhere. There we go. Oh, and you know what? This card is not finished without a little bit of Wink. Wink of Stella, my favorite crafting tool, because it just adds an itty bitty bit of shine and sparkle. There you go. So what do you think? Let me know what you think about the papers and this whole suite, and if this is something that you might consider ordering for yourself. Lots of versatility that whole suite gives you. Great for every kind of card. Sympathy, wedding, birthdays, just saying hello, thinking of you. Lots of options. So thank you, ladies, for watching. And go and have a crafty day, hopefully. And we'll see you next week. Now, I'm starting to think Monday mornings, I don't know. I'm not getting a lot of people coming on Monday mornings, so I might change this to an evening or add an evening and see how it goes. I'd like to get more people on here if possible. So if you have any friends who love to craft, let them know who I am and give them the link and they can join our group. Okay, so thanks so much, Barbara and Lynn. So nice to see you and anyone else who happens to be watching. And we'll see you next week. You can watch the replay if you want to remake this card. Thanks. Bye for now.